In section 1E, I want to go over an example that looks similar to number 19 from your homework. So the assignment is right here, so I can download that, and the Excel sheet, the data sheet that we need for number 16 through 20 is right here. So I can click on these little download button to get the Excel sheet, and this one you can either preview or download. I already downloaded them, so I have them on my screen split so we can see them both. So here's the spreadsheet with the data. Notice all four of these problems actually have Open the Math 140 survey data fall 2015. That's the worksheet, that's the spreadsheet that was attached there in the link. So that is this spreadsheet, and each of these problems looks at a different column of the data. So for number 16, we're looking at campus data. Which campus are people going to, I think was the question. 17, we're looking at gender data. 18, we're looking at hair color. 19, we're looking at political party. 20, we're looking at the month of birth. So I think your assignment is going to be for number 19. Number 17 looks very similar to that, so I'm going to do 17 for an example so that you can do 19 on your own for practice. So let's do number 17, which means I'm going to look at gender data. So I need to come over to the spreadsheet. I don't need to enable editing like I did when I was going to make an edit in Excel, because for this recording, I'm going to use StatKey. You can still do this. You can make a bar chart and a frequency table in Excel as well, like in our previous recording, but for this recording, I'm going to focus on how to use StatKey for this problem. So all I need to do is copy that gender data. It's all I need to do with this spreadsheet. But finding it is exhausting sometimes because the spreadsheet is huge. So to find it, I'm going to hit Control F and put in gender and say find next, and I see, oh, there it is in column B. All right, so to get that column data, I'm going to hover my mouse over the column header, the B, until I get that little black arrow, and then if I click there, it'll highlight the whole column. So I have all of it highlighted, selected. Now I can either right click and select copy, or I can say Control C. And then I get like this dotted marquee around that column to say, okay, this is on the clipboard, I'm ready to put it somewhere. Where do you want me to put it? And now I need to open up StatKey. So the directions say use StatKey to make a bar chart. So I'm going to go over to StatKey and I can follow the link that's in the directions, go to that StatKey, but I'm just gonna add a tab here and type that lock5stat.com and select StatKey. And what kind of variable are we using here? Our descriptive statistics and graphs, that's what we're going to do. And we're using categorical data because our gender is categorical, right? There's only two categories, it's words. And we only have one variable, so just gender. So one categorical variable, that's the one I want to choose. And with that, I get a bar graph and a summary statistics with counts or frequencies and proportions as a decimal. And it's very clean. There's nothing really to personalize here, or not a lot of things to edit. You just put in the data and it automatically gives you this very clean, pretty, and easy to read graph and chart. So you just have to edit the data and put in the data. So there's the default data that's in there. I'm not interested in keeping that, so I'll hit Control A and delete that. So Control A selects all of that and delete, and then you can hit delete. And I want to paste what I just copied. So remember in the Excel spreadsheet, I hit Control C on that column. So it's still on the clipboard, and now I click Control V to paste it in. So in the spreadsheet, highlight the data, click Control C, and then go to Descriptive Statistics and Control V. This data is all raw data. It's female, male. I haven't done any counting or counted proportions or anything. It's just the answer that the students gave when they took the survey. That's just the raw data. So I select raw data. This data also has an extra column that's not raw data, or extra row, I should say, that says what is your gender. That's just the title of that column, or a header row. So the data has a header row, and I'll check that. And So my data's in there, and I click OK. And it automatically gives me a beautiful bar graph and table. And I can use this. You don't have to take a picture of this to put into your homework, but if you do, you can always take a picture of it here. But for this assignment, you're just going to be writing your answer in your notes, so you can just write freely. I'm going to take a picture just because I'm working on the computer for the sake of this video, and that way I can just kind of draw on the screen my answers. So I don't really need the bar chart anymore because I just need those numbers to answer the questions. Actually, I'm going to use the just right half of the screen so I can pull up the question over here. Whoops. Okay, so here we go. Number 17, my questions are, the first question says, so look at the gender data, use StatKey to make a bar chart. We did that, we saw that chart. And a summary of the proportions and counts, we saw that. What proportion of students identified as female? So looking at my table here, I can see, they've already done that math for me. I know that it's 198 divided by 335 because it's the part divided by the whole, but I don't really have to do that math because they've already done it for me in the table. So thank you to StatKey. So to answer that first question, I'm going to do my best to have good handwriting here. Proportion of females is approximately equal to, sorry, my handwriting on the screen is not great, 0.591. And the next question is the proportion of males. So I can see that one right here. Which is approximately 0.409. And then on 17, next question is calculate the percentage of increase. I want to see if there's a big difference between the females and the males and how, like the number of them. Is there significantly more females or males? And I can see there's more females because that number is bigger. 198 is bigger than 137. So this is my bigger number. So the question is, are significantly more females than males? So the equation for that percent of increase is the bigger number, or the bigger proportion, minus the smaller proportion over the small proportion. So that is 0.591 minus 0.409. Looking at this bigger one over the smaller one. Minus the smaller one. And whatever that is, I'm going to take that and divide it by the smaller one. Get a calculator for that one. Whoops. So let's see, we got, the calculator got annoyingly big. There we go. 591 minus 0.409. Now this fraction bar is really a grouping symbol, right? So it's kind of like this is in parentheses, which means I need to hit enter first before I hit divide. And then I take that difference and then I divide that difference by 0.409. And I get that the percent, and that times 100 is going to give me the percentage. So the percent of increase is, and so that times 100, 44.5, I'm rounding up, so the fourth number is 9, so I'm using that 9 to bump up that 4 and round up to 44.5%. So now my question is that significantly larger? Is there significantly more females than males? So it seems like a pretty big number, right? There's like, almost half more females. So it seems statistically significant. So I kind of want to say yes, it's statistically significant. But to say that, I have to first think, okay, well, is it practically significant? Do I have a big enough sample to make that significant, that number meaningful? So for example, if I got that percentage, but I only had like 3 kids in the class, like I say I had 2 girls and a boy, then that would not be very significant. That's only 1 more female than male. So it's not really meaningful because it's too small of a sample. But this guy, we have 335 students that we asked, and the difference between these are pretty big, right? There's actually 61 more females than males. I'm going to say more females. So that seems, that's a pretty big, significant number. That's like a third of the number of boys. So that tells me, yeah, it's pretty big. And also the percentage is pretty big. So they're both significant. So this is practically and statistically significant. I want to say since, I want to say something about this, what I was said over here. Since there are 61 more females, that's significant. And, whoops, the minutes. Sorry, my handwriting on the computer screen is not great today. My pen is not working. So anyway, but that does answer our question for 17. So 19 is quite similar with just a different data. So you're going to look at the political party and compare the, that actually has more data points. I think it has 4 or 5, and you'll compare just 2 of them. You'll compare what portion identified as Democratic and one as, let's see, where's the other one? Oh, Republican. So you'll be comparing this Democratic and the Republican numbers as I did the female and male numbers.